This is Kinessa on Open Beta 62, currently on the public test server for Paladins, and Kinessa has had a little bit of a buff, a little bit of a nudge this time round. Basically, they've made her Carbine, the sniper rifle itself, more accurate, so you lose less shot accuracy when you're shooting your Carbine off. Now, Kinessa's always been quite good in situations, although most people can't play it very well, and I think that Kinessa's like half aiming and 25% positioning and 25% movement, if I try and say anything here. I'm not going to lie and say that I'm a good Kinessa, I'm really not. This PTS game is full of goofs, gaffs, and is pretty derpy. Pretty much like most of the PTS games, I'm not going to lie. So, we're actually doing, you know, okay, we're getting our shots off, we're getting quite a bit of damage out. On the other side there Androxus fancies himself as a Kinessa. I think they've maybe mistakenly taken the wrong class here. But, you know, we can do a little bit of bunny hop over cover. So there's a hit scan, so you can jump up, get a headshot or whatever. Well, it's not exactly a headshot because of our aim. I actually really struggle hitting the Fernando this match, and it's kind of embarrassing. Everyone else is pretty much fine, unless, depending on how fast they're moving. Like a nice little hit on the Oni-masked little Talus there. And yeah, just jumping around, hopping. I do think that I move a little bit too wrong. I haven't played Kinessa for a while, so sometimes I jump and it knocks off my aim when I shouldn't be, or I should stop, then shoot, then jump. But that was a pretty sweet little headshot there. So we are using the legendary card that increases the headshot damage. It's always nice. There we go. Some Fernando missing there. If we'd have actually hit that first shot, they would have been dead when they ran away, when they charged off there. So, again, positioning, always trying to come around to get onto the flanks of enemies where they're not going to be looking, where they don't expect you to be shooting them from. Although, you should always expect the Kinessa to come up here on all of the flanks, then always changing over when I'm being flanked myself. I should have missed that shot on the Talus there. That was actually a pretty simple shot. They're held in the air by the Genos. I'm so sorry, Genos. I wasted your Void Grip there. And I will take some pot shots at the pip. I haven't actually really used the Carbine yet, which is kind of embarrassing, seeing as this is a video about the new Kinessa. Oh, well, I guess I did use the Carbine there. It is kind of more, and it always was a bit point and click. Like, it's not exactly a guessable inaccuracy. So it's a bit like Sky's weapon, that it just sort of has a bloom itself. But now that is much more accurate, and honestly, when I've been using it, it does feel tighter. And the thing is, you get that bonus damage when you put somebody's affected by the mines, they're slowed down. With headshots, it can have some decent DPS. I think just bringing you in line with the Strix, I think they wanted to do that. But I think it's interesting because I think Kinessa has that movement over the Strix because they can just jump up onto quite a lot of cover. So Timber Mill, like this map especially, I mean, Timber Mill is just Kinessa's map because you can go on top of all these buildings. I really hope that Hyros aren't like, oh, we need to nerf Kinessa's movement speed now, but I doubt it'll happen because Kinessa's got such a low win rate in general. I think the win rate's something like 30-something%, the lowest of almost all the characters in the game. But I mean, on certain maps and in the right hands, Kinessa can really do some work. And I don't necessarily think it's the right hands. It's just people play it like they think they're in American Sniper, or if they like the sniper in the bell tower in Saving Private Ryan, they're just there for days. Like that, you're not like that. You've got to be very active. You've got to be another damage dealer, so you need to put out as much damage, if not more, than other damage dealers in the game. So you always need to be active, changing targets, getting into places where you can shoot and do damage so that you have an impact on the game, which is where I think it comes in. But this is also the Brazilian skin on the weapon. I'm not sure whether I like this because the particle effects are slightly off-putting, I think, just knowing where your traces are going and things. So, currently on a 16 streak, just going straight back in again. Not necessarily deserved, you know. It's a little bit deserved, maybe. We're getting there with the kill streak here. Okay, I'm just waiting for anybody to come around, to be honest. I should have probably gone for the... That Talus ulti on a Kinessa is kind of scary. You don't really want to be in there, but thankfully, again, I can just use my teleporter to get out of there. And you know what? I'm like, yeah, I'm going for this Talus. I've got a death wish, so I honestly, to be honest, I was just derping. I was like, the Talus won't stay up there. They'll come down, try and look for me, or we'll go into another enemy. But this Talus was also trying to be a sniper. I think they mistook themselves for Kinessa too, which is, I mean, it seems to be a problem this patch. I thought this was the Talus there, but nope, just the pip. And the Talus, what was the Talus doing? They like looked at me and were like, is that actually a Kinessa? I think they were watching the teleporter to go up onto the top floor. so they're just watching that spot and didn't pay attention. And again, here, I'm literally underneath the Androxus here, and somehow my ult saved me. I think it's just the slight bit of lifesteal I had, which I was able to pull through. And I mean, you saw there, the Carbine, it was actually pretty nice. We got some headshots off, we got some bonus damage, although it was mostly body shots, so I was a bit derping a bit. And how did that Tyra survive? She was so low, she was literally a nudge off. I wish I carbined her, to be honest, with my new accurate Carbine, but we'll take out that Talus. Again, the Androxus trying to snipe us, but I'm not having any of that, it's fine. The Androxus wants to snipe, and he also doesn't have the legendary card which gives him a reversal straight away, so not even scared of him, to be honest. Just don't shoot and wait till they come out of it, because that's the way to go. So Fernando, again, bit out of position, they're on their own. Yeah, they might survive that. I think something else as well I'm not that great at is placing the mines. So I've got 2 right next to me, which isn't really necessary. I should be putting 1 into the enemies at all times, because I'm missing shots, and I think it'd be a lot easier to hit shots if they were slowed down, which is kind of true. And actually this patch, because of the movement speed, a lot of these people pick up nimble and stuff, so they strafe better, so it's harder to hit people. That shot definitely did not connect with the Talus on my screen. I think my net registration was a bit out there. That was a bit derpy. The PTS is a bit wobbly compared to the live servers. Not that they are always the best, but the PTS is especially wobbly. But Beta Bunny coming into my trap, my teleporter trap. You know what? I missed my mine there as well. I think maybe if I got the mine on the other side, it would have made me stop and pause for a second and get killed there. I probably would have killed the Androxus and got out of there. Oh well. We'll take that one. What was that? 26, 25 limbs in a row? 25. There we go. That's fine. I can live with that. That's you know, it's a decent amount for a Kinessa, even though it's our playground. I mean, here I'm just like, you know what? I don't care that everybody else is down. We can go in. Fernando just looking completely the wrong way, trying to shield from that character still. And Talus comes in again. It's kind of a shame that as a Kinessa you can't keep scoped and fully charged, so you can just shoot the Talus straight away with a, you know, 2,400 headshot. That'd be nice, like that one there when the Pip took it. Hell no, slow. He didn't need to be slowed. He just got headshotted. Also, I was trying to shoot the hand of the Androxus there, but it wasn't happening. He's maybe part of the no hand gang. Okay, so this is embarrassing. Okay. I can hit everybody else, but the biggest target in this match, the Fernando, I cannot hit until then. And I think the thing with Fernando that's confusing is that he's got the big plume over his head, so I think I'm just aiming above his head, I'm not going to lie. I think that you just have to aim down a bit from where you'd expect the hitbox to be. So it's kind of weird. He does actually have, you know, an unexpectedly smaller hitbox around his head, so you can accidentally try and go for the plumage. I mean, you can try it out in the shooting range as well. That's yeah, you can miss that if you try and shoot around it. So that was just my derping up. Anyway, we'll come in again. We haven't still really used the Carbine all that much. Little bits here and there, but still mainly the main sniper. I think that's the thing though. It's not a huge buff. It's just a nice little touch for the Kinessa, who not exactly overshadowed, but a little bit by the Strix in the past few patches, especially when Strix originally came out. They were kind of ridiculous, but now I'd still say that Kinessa in the right hands, in like a map where she's got a bit of maneuverability, she can get in behind cover and stuff, and also take some pot shots. She's got some areas to take longer snipes, longer maps as well. Yeah, she can do quite well. Frozen God especially as well is pretty nice with the Kinessa. This time round. And you know, I'm just going to go and miss. Ulted off, hit the turret, didn't kill her. Not quite. I think it's like 200 off. Oh well. They died anyway. Beta Bunny went down. Again, Androxus is trying to snipe me. I'm happy to try and outsnipe the Androxus, but the Talus plowed straight through me with his dagger, with his punch even. He doesn't have a dagger. It's just yeah, it's a one of their punches, but it didn't need it. I also took some master riding there, but didn't need it to get back to the point because we won. So that's pretty much the new Kinessa, the new Carbine, and you know, spicy Joshino top play, why not? And tiny Kinessa, tiny teeny. Yeah, she's babby. She's babby now. This is the greatest top play ever of me looking at the ground, and then yes, getting a kill. Okay. That was a pretty bad top play. I thought there were better bits in this match. Like, jumping around the Androxus as they were standing on top of me, I think, was probably the highlight of that match. So, you know, 64,000 damage, 15-2. I'm happy with that. 35 assists, so GG, guys. I think, actually, the Fernando might have disconnected in those last few rounds. because they were derping about a bit. Anyway, that was pretty much the new Kinessa. What does everybody else think about the new Carbine going forwards? And nice try hard and casual. What do you mean? What do you mean try hard? Don't you try hard every game? Isn't that how you play? It's just, I wanted to show off Kinessa. Anyway, that's pretty much the new Kinessa, a new Carbine, a new accuracy. Should be live on the 1st of November on Wednesday on PC. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe for more of my content, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Joshino.